Indeed, it is.
I'll laugh with him.
I would
I don't know
hope.
if he's laughing at me or with me,
No,
but
he's laughing at the fact that that's funny.
I thought it was funny too.
Yeah, he's not. He's not being a dick about it.
Okay. Like that was a joke, but
Hmm. So where do you come from? You don't look like most people that come here.
I'm from Germania. Have
Ah,
you been there?
Germania. No, I've heard of it, but I've never had the pleasure of actually of
I
going.
wouldn't call it a pleasure.
Is it that bad?
It's a piece of shit.
I can see why you left then if you think it's a piece of shit. Not even their
Exactly.
own people like it.
I mean,
Now, is it a piece of shit because they cast you out, or is it a piece of shit because it's just a piece of shit?
word gets around here.
Yeah, indeed it does. Or you just are really good at hearing things.
That could be. Are you good at hearing things?
No, I'm not. I heard from Titus.
Okay, so I shouldn't look to you for secrets.
I want to say look to me because everyone knows I know everything. So if people see you talking to me, they might know you know their secrets.
Okay. So yeah, Germania. I don't like it because they do things that I'm not fond of.
Like what?
I'm not gonna get into all of it, but let's just say they can't accept me for my potential.
All right. And as you seem to be getting used to the conversation, he takes a swing at your head.
And my head,
At your head. Roll to see if he hits.
like, can is this like a surprise attack?
It is, but it's not a huge surprise attack.
Like, I
Because
think
you guys are obviously sparring, but you guys are kind of, he's mellowed you up a little bit. You're used to the conversation. You're not used to him gonna try to go hit you.
Do I get a plus or because like I'm
No, you're just gonna roll a d20.
all right, 10.
Okay.
Do I get is that plus anything like my
No, if it's anything, it's like a -1. So this guy's getting a +1. It's a 7. You end up blocking it. Okay.
sweet good deal?
And when you block it, he's kind of you can tell he's kind of taken back, but it doesn't throw him off his game. He continues to keep sparring and things like that.
Okay.
All right, so he takes a swing at your head, and right at the last second, you bring up your shield. Surprisingly, considering you're slow,
Yeah,
but
and
I
I'm
mean
not
you've
used
got
to
a
a
shield
shield.
on your left side anyways. It's not that hard to move it up and down on your left side. You're really strong. Things like paperweight to you.
Okay.
So you end up blocking it, and he again, like I said, he's fairly surprised that you ended up blocking it. For you, again, it's a forceful hit, a lot more than you expected, even though knowing he is pretty strong, from obviously sparring with him for a while now. 4 or 5 minutes pass. Doctor yells, "Switch." Okay.
Oh, I say, hey, friend, what's your name?
He says they call me Marcus. They
Marcus.
call me Marcus. What about you?
I'm Gervas.
Gervas. That's a gay name. He says that.
He
and
says
and
that?
he laughs. And he laughs.
All right, I'll laugh too. It's
Sounds like the
received
name
as
of
a
a
joke.
woman. A Germanian woman, he says.
Ah, you've met many Germanian women?
No, I just heard they look like men.
You're right there, friend. That's pretty rough up there.
All right. As you're doing that, the next guy takes a swing at you as you're ending your conversation with him. And,
Next guy.
Yeah, and it's coming.
Stats.
Huh?
I just want to know what he looks like.
6'1".
Okay, so okay.
6'1", and he's doing like a backhand swing, like this. So it's coming at your sword side, so you don't have a chance to block it with the shield.
Okay.
You'd have to use your sword. And again,
I
this is more of a surprise, so he's gonna get a +2 on this one.
do I get a roll d20?
Yeah, you're gonna roll.
I get hit.
Barely. He hits you, and it hits you in the neck, and it hurts. All right,
Right.
it's gonna leave basically a bruise, a red mark, and it's gonna hurt.
All right,
Right.
so I'm kind of like
Catches you off guard. Do you react?
I'm kind of pissed off, so I'll do like one of those shield like punch bashes, like boom, you know.
Are you
Like,
trying to hit him, or are you trying to hit his shield?
if he blocks it, it'll hit a shield, but like I'm going for his
So
person.
you're trying to hit him.
I'm going for his person.
All right, roll d20, and
Do I-
this guy's gonna get some. He's got his shield, so it's +4 whenever a guy has a shield right now.
Do I get a plus anything or
You don't
just
get a plus anything. He's expecting it.
Oh, just a roll to hit then.
Yeah, you just rolled a hit.
Fucking damn it.
The guy blocks it.
It was forceful though, I would say.
No, it was just a normal push.
Damn
You
it.
rolled really bad. If it would have been like you had a 9, he had a 10 thing, I would say okay, it felt forceful. But when you pushed him, it almost felt like you were taking it easy on him, type of push.
Okay.
Like you almost weren't pissed off at the fact that he just hit you in the neck.
All right, I'll do that, and then I'll just take a mighty swing at him with my sword.
Okay, take a swing. He's getting plus
19.
This guy's getting a +4 again. Because he has a... Oh, my bad. I put all D20.
That's a good swing, though.
Oh, I need to switch this over real quick so we can see rolls. My bad.
We doing?
I needed to switch this over so we could see rolls.
Oh shit.
He gets a 22.
Mother! My God.
All right.
That's a pretty good swing, though.
So you hit his shield. You come over the top. You come from the side. How do you do it?
Kind of like diagonal from like.
Whoa. All
Yeah.
right. So he puts his shield up, and when you hit his shield, you hit the edge of his shield, and it breaks off.
What breaks off?
Part of the shield.
Okay.
All right. It's just a chunk. About as wide as a sword. When you're trying to cut someone's head off, it's it's not much. It's yay big. It's not huge.
Okay.
If you want to look, you can.
Yeah, I do.
It's
Oh, it's like a chip.
yeah. It's just on the edge.
Okay.
But he realizes that he might have messed with the wrong guy, but he's not intimidated and he's not scared. He would do it again, type thing. But
Okay.
He more so respects you now, knowing the capabilities. At first, he thought you were just a dumb brute that stands tall like a giant.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Do you say anything to this guy at all?
I'll say.
Remember, he just hit you in the neck with the sword.
Yeah, I'm still kind of pissed at him, but. Do I a facial expression when I chip it?
His?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. You can just tell he has somewhat more respect for you now, considering the fact that you just chipped off part of his shield.
Okay. Well, then I will. Does he take a swing at me? Like.
You guys are back to sparring.
Okay. So I will just. I'll say, what was that?
What was what?
The cheap shot.
It's not a cheap shot. You should have been ready. He said switch. You were over there pussyfooting around with your fucking boyfriend. We're training here. Some of us actually are gladiators.
Some of us don't need much training.
Well, you just got hit in the neck. Way to be prepared. Way to be a gladiator.
Why, thank you.
He doesn't respond. He just leaves it as it is.
I'll say, what's your name?
Does it really matter what my name is?
I guess not. Just trying to get to know you.
I don't want to know you.
I could be here for a while,
You could be here for a while, but you probably won't be.
but I could be,
Still won't be.
and I probably will be.
Probably won't be, but it's fine. Think what you want.
All right.
So
I'm just gonna spar with this guy. Give him like, I'm gonna go kind of like hard on him.
all right, roll a d20.
Okay. 7.
You get a 7.
Wow.
This guy,
His defenses are so up.
no, this isn't a defense. This guy goes hard on you as well.
Okay.
And with you being on the road for 2 to 3 years, you actually become really exhausted after sparring with this guy. Like you're sweating, you're dripping in sweat, and you are just completely worn out at this point. And he can tell. People are starting to look at you when they come from now. I guess from now on, each person you spar with will notice that you're exhausted and tired, and they will take that into effect that you are weak-ish, considering your size.
Yeah.
All right, so 2-3 minutes pass. Like I said, you've been going hard for 2 or 3 minutes. Excuse me. And this guy's just been going harder. He's been hitting you hard. He's been taking 2 swings for every one, and you're still for every one of yours, and you're still just worn out. He was coming at you left and right. He got a couple of hits in, maybe 1 or 2 to the leg, to the arm, but nothing like the neck shot. Like I said, you'll have a mark on your neck probably for a couple weeks. But for the arm and the leg, nothing. It's just minor bruising.
All right. I kind of I'll respect this guy to a certain level, but I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with me right now?
What is wrong with you? Like, as in, why are you tired type thing?
Yeah, like I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? I should be doing way better. But I know I'm exhausted, but I'm just like, kind of.
Right.
I didn't realize I lost so much on during the ride here.
Right, I got you. After 2 or 3 years, and with you being a warrior, you think, oh, hey, I've got this. I'm fine.
Yeah.
You didn't realize how hard it would actually be as a gladiator. I can understand that. All right, so 2 or 3 minutes pass, and again, Dr. yells, switch.
Okay. Switching.
Now, you've been,
Wait, I've been sparring for a while though.
I was going to say, this is the fourth guy you've been sparring with.
So can I switch to do something else?
No, you cannot switch mid.
Okay.
You see the guy still hitting a wooden figure over in the back. You also see 2 guys still lifting.
And they haven't moved?
No, they're still going hard.
They've been doing that the whole time.
They've been doing that the whole time.
Okay.
20
so-
minutes is just going hard. Again, you'll see them take the occasional, 4 or 5 second break, get their wind back, and then start going hard at it again.
And we haven't had breaks?
Whether it's lifting, no breaks yet.
Okay.
All right. So again, like I said, he yells switch. You're on to your fourth person. This is going on the 20th minute. 5, 10, 15, the 16 through 20ish. And you're already exhausted from working out for 15, 16 minutes nonstop.
Yeah.
And you're even more exhausted now because of the fact that you just went as hard as you could.
I didn't go as hard as I could. I went harder.
You went a lot harder than you should have, and this guy went harder, making you work harder.
Yeah.
So when you get to this guy can tell you're winded, and you could tell he's not going. He's obviously not going as hard as he can, but he's definitely not going his average. He's going slightly less.
Okay. I will notice that actually. I guess I would notice if if he looks like he could do more than what he's putting out.
Right. He plays it off well, obviously. Yeah. Whenever you're in a ludus, you don't want a doctor to see you half-assing it.
He did what?
He plays it off really well.
Okay. I will probably definitely notice it from the hits.
Do you say anything? Or do you just let it happen? Again, you're really exhausted at this point. Talking is almost exhausting.
I'll just like look at him and say, no, I won't say anything.
You want to say anything?
No, I'll just say, what's your name?
It says, my name is Melius.
Melius?
Melius.
Melius. Okay, let me write this down.
Yep.
I'm writing down the people who matter to me right now.
Yep, that's fine. You type whatever you need to, all that shit.
I don't know how to spell his name, so.
Melius.
Melius. Oh, I got it right. Sweet.
Okay. All right. You do anything else?
No, I'll say, after he tells me his name, I'll say, how long does this training last?
There are 6 intervals of 20 minutes.
And I'm on...
First interval of 20 minutes. We're about to end. Whenever we finish here, you get 3-minute break.
Oh my god. Okay. That's fine. I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
It's in my head, I'm like, fuck.
All right, Doctori yells, stop. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a d20 to see if you go to one knee.
Go to one knee.
Go to one knee from exhaustion.
8.
All right.
Was I trying to roll high here?
You put your hands on your knees.
Okay.
And you're obviously breathing heavy. Doctori looks at you. He doesn't say anything. More has a disgust look on his face.
Okay. I guess I'm not looking at him.
All right. And he yells for Valen to switch with you.
The fucking badass?
No.
Oh, that's Valerius.
Yeah.
Valen.
Valen is like the second best, basically.
Okay, I haven't met him, have I? I've met
You
Cal.
have. Burglar. Rapist.
No, I've...
Valen is the burglar to you.
I don't think oh shit, did I talk to him?
You talked to him.
Okay. So I'll remember his face.
Yeah, you know his face.
Did I ask? I don't think I asked his name.
You don't know his name, but you know who he is.
Okay.
To you, he's a burglar,
Okay.
and chooses gold over that shit, blood.
Okay.
All right, so you are now lifting for 20 minutes.
I'm lifting now,
Yeah,
so I'm not sparring anymore.
you're not sparring with anybody, but you are lifting now. You get a 3-minute break, so you've almost caught your breath at this point.
Okay.
All right, these 2x4s, they're huge. They have some weight to them, but with you being as strong as you are, they're a lot lighter to you than they are most people.
Good shit. I like that.
They're probably the lightest to you and Valerius. Only two people that think that they are considerably light.
Yeah, because he has the same strength.
He's
as me.
he's pretty badass.
So how tall is that dude?
Valerius?
Yeah.
I believe he's 6'1", 6'2". Let me see.
So he's considerably.
He's 6'3".
Okay, he's not much shorter.
Yesterday.
Okay, so he would look stockier than me.
Stock?
Maybe.
No, he's more.
Well, we have the same strength, so he'd have for his size. Wouldn't he look a little bit
look
bigger?
At me. Out of game. Look at me. I'm really strong, and I'm not stocky. I mean, I don't look like I'm strong, but I'm pretty strong.
Okay, so I guess
This guy's ripped. Like I said, think more of like a 6'3" Crixus.
How tall is Crixus?
I don't know, probably 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, so just a bigger Crixus.
4 foot tall.
Okay,
Muscles,
so he looks like
muscles
that.
Scale pretty well.
Okay. Sweet. Okay.
But had the fighting style is much more different. He's a little bit more fluid, so the muscles aren't quite, don't scale him quite as the same.
Yeah,
Just
like
slightly smaller.
Like to myself, I'm thinking this guy looks like he would fight a different way.
When I think of you, I think of a guy that just does like too much working out.
My dude.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
guess
you have
huge.
no neck.
Yeah, he's huge. His fucking shoulders are like buff as fuck, and he's
Okay.
just huge. He's like a fucking tank.
Okay. All right.
Like think of The Rock
Okay.
now,
Okay. That's good.
but like how tall is he?
I don't
I
know.
don't think he's
He's pretty tall.
he's pretty tall.
He's pretty tall.
Like how tall is he though? Because like when I picture my character, like I picture him like that kind of
6'5".
He's 6'5"?
Ross.
Okay, so 2 inches taller than him,
Yeah.
but proportioned the same way.
Right.
Like how he is now, like fucking ripped as a motherfucker.
No, I got you.
Yeah, and my dude's like that.
But, alrighty. All right.
And I'm lifting now.
Yeah. Right now you're lifting. You hear Doctori yell switch 3 or 4 times.
What? Oh, to the other dudes.
Normally I would have you roll a d20 here, but since this thing is basically light to you, I will not.
Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a favor to you.
I like that.
You hear him say switch once, twice, thrice, and then for the 4th time. He says it, and then he yells for you to switch with a person named let's see, what is this guy's
He yells to me, personally.
He yells for you to switch with a person named, what is this guy's name? It is Gratius.
Okay, what does he say exactly?
It says, Gratius, Gervas, switch.
Now, where is Gradius? Because I have no clue.
He's attacking a wooden figure. You see him start walking towards you.
Okay, so I start walking towards him.
Yeah,
and
you don't start walking until you see him like cross halfway.
Yeah, when he says that, I will be looking around as to who he's talking about.
All right,
And
do
then
you walk
eventually-
over or do you jog over?
Is he walking?
Yeah, he's walking.
Then I will walk.
Okay.
And I'm going to time out real quick before we start something else because I got to go to the bathroom.
All right, we're going to take a short break, guys, and we'll be right back with you.
Good shit.
Just take this thing here, right here, and you just...
Good to go.
Alrighty, welcome back, guys. Reiss here, doing the Roman D&D campaign. We got Gervas, Reiss
Yes.
over there. He is in the middle of his first day of gladiator training. During the first session, he's aware now that there's 6 sessions of 20 minutes. His first session was sparring, where he got extremely winded. He kind of went hard on a guy, and the guy went even harder on him and wore him out already. And plus he's not very well conditioned, so that makes it worse for him. But his second session, he just got done doing, was weightlifting, and he is a strong motherfucker, so the weightlifting was actually really easy for him. He actually was able to recoup a lot during the weightlifting.
Good shit.
And now he has recently switched with a guy named Gradius, which he knows nothing about, and he's now going to be hitting a wooden stick figure for 20 minutes.
Do I still have the sword and shield?
Yes.
Did I bring it with me, or do I have to go get a new one, or how's that work?
You brought the sword with you. You left the shield on the ground.
So I guess.
Or you know what? Did you bring it with you?
I would
Okay, then yes, you have everything.
Okay. Okay, so I bring them both over, and do I see another guy attacking?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same stick figure, or are there like 3 or 2?
There are 2.
Okay, is he using a sword and a shield?
Yes.
All right, I'll just use.
No. He's using a net and a trident.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's being a pussy. I'm sorry. I think that's the stupidest thing, but
I don't like it either, but it's kind of cool. But
it's there. I mean, they did it that way sometimes.
all right, I'll just use my sword and shield on it. I don't really know what I'm doing with the shield, but
All right. So
I've never used the
you
shield.
start hitting this thing, okay?
Okay.
And roll a d20 to see, I guess, how good your form is at hitting this. I know you're a warrior, so you're gonna roll.
19.
You know what? You fucking nailed it. I was gonna say probably give you a +2 or 3 to it, just
That's
because you
awesome.
were a warrior.
Because I'm
You're hitting this thing. Your form is precise. It's nearly perfect.
a boss.
Doctori sees it. He's actually somewhat impressed. You don't know this. You don't see him looking at you.
Well, I was military trained, so.
Right. So, yeah,
But he doesn't know
he
that.
sees you doing this, and he's surprisingly impressed. You don't know anything about him. I mean, you metagame, you know who he is, what he is, but
Yeah.
you don't know anything about him.
I just know he's the main guy around here.
Yeah. So he obviously knows his shit. So he's impressed. You don't see the fact that he's impressed because you're not looking at him.
Exactly.
After he says switch twice, you take your 4 or 5 second break.
Okay.
And against the wall, behind the stick figure you're hitting, you see an axe. A wooden axe.
A wooden axe.
A wooden axe. Just
Laid against the wall?
one laying against the wall.
Okay.
Do you go get it, or do you leave it there and just keep going with your sword?
No, I go get it. That's my go-to weapon.
All right.
If it's just sitting there, I'm gonna look around and be like, I'm taking that shit.
All right. Doctori sees you walk towards this, okay?
Okay.
And as you reach out for it, he's going to throw his whip at you.
Throw his whip.
Not throw his whip. Whip.
He's gonna whip me.
Yeah, he's not going to whip you. He's going to whip it across your wrist. All right.
Oh, he said I could have grabbed my wrist.
Yeah, with the whip.
Okay.
And I would say we roll for it, but he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I can see his. Yeah.
So
he grabs my wrist.
He
with
grabs
his
your
whip.
wrist. What do you do?
I'm like, he doesn't jerk it, does he?
No, he stops you and looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
I'm picking up this axe.
Who gave you permission to get the axe?
Do I need permission?
Yes, you're a slave around here. You don't do anything without permission.
Okay.
You don't shit without permission.
Okay.
Now
I'm
get
gonna
back to hitting that wooden figure. It loosens the grip on the whip. Lets your hand go.
Did you roll a strength check on this guy?
No.
Can you?
Do I need to?
I guess not yet.
I say, why do I need to? You're not doing anything.
I didn't. Okay.
I know what you were gonna do.
I was gonna do something, but I know I would have 20 guys on me. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You fuck with Doctor. You fuck with all the gladiators.
Which would equal death.
Yeah, essentially. All right.
Okay, I'll just use my sword and shield again.
Okay.
Is there any way I can break this dummy?
No.
Okay.
It's been hit for multiple years and it's never broken. All right. So your 20 minutes pass. Third session's done. You are worn out from hitting this figure.
Okay.
Again, you hit this thing basically for 20 minutes. Precise form, good form, great form. You know, everything about it's perfect, essentially perfect. But you're worn out because you only get probably 5 or 6 10-second breaks.
Yes.
So you get a minute break out of 20 minutes. You're going hard for 20 minutes. You are now going back to sparring. He owes for you to switch with a person called Mago.
Mago.
And you could tell this is the guy that you originally spoke to that had darker skin than others.
Mago.
Mago.
Shit, nailed it.
Okay.
Mago.
All right. Now,
All right, I will.
You start sparring with a guy that looks exactly the same as Mago.
So I'm assuming he is the same guy.
No, Mago's switched places with you. Mago's now hitting the wooden figure. You're now sparring.
Oh, okay.
You switch places with Mago,
Okay.
and
Okay,
you're
so who am
now
I
sparring with a guy that looks exactly like Mago.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like
Yes.
twins.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't ask the other guy's name, so I don't know his name.
But you heard his name. So
but now I see two.
You don't know if that was Mago or not. You're assuming it's Mago because you hadn't seen anyone else that looked like that yet.
But I also would assume he would not be sparring still.
Who?
The guy I spoke to originally.
Why?
Because I've already sparred with him the same time.
So you could do it again.
Well, I guess that's true. Like, other people have probably been sparring more than I
Yeah,
have.
there's 14 spars, 2 lifters, and 2 wooden figures.
Okay.
So
I guess I start sparring with the guy and say,
16,
you again.
16 spars, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I start sparring with him and I say, you again.
It says me again.
I guess not you again. That was the other guy. You twins?
We are brothers, yes.
Brothers, not twins. You look exactly alike.
We're brothers, yes.
Oh, forgive me for mixing you up.
It's a common mistake. And this guy, again, he's 6'2". He's pretty buff.
He was the guy from Carthage, right?
The Mago was.
Okay.
And this
So I'll
guy's his
say-
brother, so you can assume this guy's from Carthage as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, did you two come here together?
Indeed, we did.
Did you come here or were you chosen?
Everyone here is chosen.